All right, guys, this is where the New Madrid fault line is. And as you can see right there in the red, that's the center of it. It's about 120 miles long and it borders a bunch of states: Arkansas, Mississippi. It's like right in the middle. Lower Illinois to the right of Missouri, to the left of Kentucky. Lower Indiana is a hit zone, but that's just a light green. The dark green doesn't really hit Indiana. So I wanted to show you guys the hit zone for the New Madrid fault line because this is where the total solar eclipse, I call the earthquake eclipse, is going to cross. I think it's a sign, definitely. This is April 8th, 2024, next year, the year of the dragon. And we know what the dragon symbolizes in the Bible. And it makes an X across America with the total solar eclipse in 2017, the Great American Eclipse, that happens only every 100 years. So we have a 7 year span here. And it also goes across, here's a little better or a little higher view of it, but you can see the direct hit zones right there. Memphis is pretty close there. So if you're in that area, this is a warning. And it also crosses a place right here called Little Egypt, right there in Lower Illinois. This is where the eclipse is gonna cross, and I think these are hit zones for very very high potential risk of a large earthquake or more than one earthquakes. I think this X is a sign. It's a sign. That's what the sun, the moon, and the stars are there for: signs, seasons, days, and years. Here's a little different one. See there, New Madrid fault line. This picture says it's 200 miles long. The other thing I read was it was 120 miles long. And so, at the top you could see St. Louis barely in the hit zone for earthquake. Little Rock is in there. I don't know where all you guys are, but this is just a warning. Here's Elon Musk, and he does this X thing. That's his new logo. This is very interesting because of the eclipse. The eclipse, we're going to zoom in here. And look at that's what it does. It makes an X. That's where we were looking at, right across America. Total solar eclipse in 2017. X is the 2024 eclipse, right where we've been looking, right across Little Egypt, right across the New Madrid fault line. And I think this is a sign for America, specifically America. And, when you read the Bible, there's earthquakes all over the place in the Bible. There's earthquakes in the seals in Revelation. There's earthquakes when Christ died and resurrected. There's earthquakes, and they're happening all around the world. But this in specific is pointed at America for next year. So, off the top of my head, I would say, at the bare minimum, take things off the shelves that you think could fall and break and cause damage. Strap things to the wall so they can't fall on you. I remember I was in a big earthquake in California years ago, and we had my mom had a lot of stuff that could have fell on us and hurt us. So either take it down or strap it down. I would say bare minimum, but I think if this is what we think it is, because I'm not the only one, then, it's going to crack the ground. It's going to open up the ground just like it's happening in Africa. The ground is cracking, it's opening. So I'm not trying to fearmonger anybody, but I just want to warn everybody out there. The bare minimum you could do also is get some type of electrical power source if the electricity goes out. A generator, maybe a power block to store the energy on so you could run your things. And you know the drill. Food and water, things like that. So yeah, this is just a heads up for anybody in the seismic zone, the hit zone, and even in America in general. We just don't know exactly. I would not want to be in New York. I'll tell you that one right now. And I would not want to be next to any coastline, anywhere. I don't care where you are on the earth. I would not want to be next to the ocean because I think that that is probably one of the most dangerous places you could be. Shall I say the word tsunami, tidal wave? All these oceans are just, it's unforgiving, that water. You know, nature is unforgiving, and we know that they have their little special weapons with manipulating nature. And they got this from the fallen angel technology. As you can see here in the Illuminati card game, a few of the cards, one of them is Tidal Wave card, another one is the Earthquake Projector card, and the other one is Combined Disasters card. These are going to be done by man and are being done by man, and it's not hard for them at all. So, again, I would not want to be in New York, and I would not want to be next to any ocean, and I really would not want to be in any large city because, when the power goes down and stuff like this, that's when people think that they can get away with just anything. Here it is. The Illuminati card game has predicted so much stuff, guys. So much stuff. You can look it up online, but it was discontinued in 1995, which is how many years ago? 23 plus 28 years ago, but yet it's predicted so many things. The proof is in the pudding. So those cards are there for a reason. The tidal wave card and the earthquake projector card and all these cards. Here's a few more. The UFO alien card. Look at that. The International Weather Organization showing them manipulating the weather. Air Magic card on the top. Again, weather manipulation. Weather satellites on the bottom left. I mean, it's all there. So remember, New York is 666 in English gematria. And also in Hebrew gematria, it's 1485. And the number 1485 is the dwelling of Baal. The dwelling of Baal. Come on. And then you look on the bottom right, the card, the global warming card, the Illuminati card game. Look at it's the Statue of Liberty underwater. Well, that's New York. And then you have all the predictive programming movies for New York, Escape New York. And then 2012, right? That wasn't just New York. That was, showing the ground opening up. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up, man. One place I would not want to be for sure is New York. And the second worst place I would not want to be is next to any coastline. I would want to be in high ground, because the water will naturally stop if you're elevated, right?